Welcome to your tour around London on YouTube. This is the famous MI6 building. You all know it, that it exploded in the James Bond film Skyfall. Here is the Vauxhall Bridge, which is the bridge that leads right up to the MI6 building. This is the main entrance to the Tate Britain. There is also a Tate Modern, which has got modern art in, and this is art from over the last century. There's also the London Gallery, which is also full of old artwork from more than a century ago. This is the top floor of the Tate Britain. It is done in the old style with big pillars and a big end wall. You get into the next rooms through these doors.
Amazing sculpture with an athlete fighting with a python.
Here's the python's head and the python's tail. The python is one of the biggest snakes and one of the most powerful snakes, and that's why it was chosen. This is the Millbank Tower. It is a high building with great architectural design. There's the entrance. These are the Houses of Parliament from close up. It's also very nicely designed, as you can see. It's really beautiful. And there's the Union Jack.
These are the Houses of Parliament. They've existed in this country since the 14th century, but this building actually replaced the building that was burned down in the middle of the 19th century. So this building, the architect was a guy called James Barry, was a fabulous construction in about 1850. This is the House of Lords. At the other end is the House of Commons. So there's the two Houses of Parliament, the Commons and the Lords, the two chambers. The Queen comes every time there's an opening of Parliament, and just down there is what's called the Queen's Gate. And the only person who ever goes through the Queen's Gate is Her Majesty when she opens Parliament at the beginning of every parliamentary session, usually every year. And that's a great occasion of pomp and circumstance. And people can use this Parliament, constituents can come and see their members of Parliament at any time, so there's always people coming in and out. Very tight security these days, but it doesn't stop this place being a really vibrant part of our democracy.
Here we can see Westminster Abbey in the background. In the foreground, here is Big Ben. Mind you, it will be called Elizabeth Tower soon because of the Queen's 60th Diamond Jubilee. And just opposite Big Ben is the London Eye. The London Eye is generally blue carriages, but there is one special one, which is red. This here is the Millennium Dome, opened when the millennium started, so in 2000. 13 years old now. Pretty new. They're just in the middle of the Earth. If you cut it through from the North to South Pole, we would be standing right in the middle. And it's only 4,282 kilometers to the North Pole. It doesn't say how far to the South Pole, but I suspect a lot more. What we can see here is the cable car that spans the Thames from one side to the other. This here is called the Emirates Airline, and we're in Greenwich. The monument is 62 metres high. If you lay it down to the west end, it touches the place where the Great Fire of London started in 1666. It was in a bakery in Pudding Lane. This is the spiral staircase leading up to the monument. After the 330-step climb up the monument, you get rewarded with a lovely view. Here you can see the Gherkin. It's not really called the Gherkin, it's actually a financial building, but the Londoners call it Gherkin. If you walk around a bit further, you can see the top of St Paul's Cathedral. We're quite high in the air, as you can see. If you turn 180 degrees from the Gherkin, you can see the highest building in London, known as the Shard. It used to be Canary Wharf, but since this year, the Shard is known as the highest building in London. It's well known what goes up has to go down again. So down we go the 330 steps. This is the Camden Town High Street. It's got lots of clothes stuff and quite a few piercing and tattoo shops as well. As I said already, lovely, but maybe also weird, things on the walls. Like here we've got a dragon, there we've got a dog angel, and there, shoes. This is the horse tunnel market. There are lots of statues of horses in here, and it's part of the Camden market. Here's another horse. Sadly, you're not allowed to climb on the horses. Camden Lock has some very special seats made out of old bikes. You can see them everywhere. Let's see how comfortable they are. Do you want to sit on them? How comfortable is it?
The Ranch and Reed Place. This is a Camden's War historical place. It's the market. I think we're happy to stay here because of the oil. We just rely on the tourists. All the tourists come down in this famous area. So we need to communicate with different countries, different languages, different people. We're happy about it. That's why we're here for. You guys come. We're gonna give you the satisfied, nice, and talk and everything. So now you satisfy my food. Do you like it?
Yep.
See?
It's very nice.
Yeah, we all our traders are the same as like me. Everybody is same here. We all traders we like tourists. We just rely on the tourists. Nice to meet you anyway. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
This is the Tube, which was opened in 1863, so it's 150 years old now. This is a tube carriage which is just coming in. It is very famous for its lovely colouring and the underground sign. We finish our journey on one of the famous London buses.